All new video tonight of rowdiness driving bigger concerns in the South City neighborhood. Teens trotting around, creating a crossfire with fireworks, eventually setting a dumpster on fire, but the chaos does not stop there. The problems that keep popping off are in the LaSalle Park neighborhood. That's near Soulard and Lafayette Square. First Alert 4 took you there last night. Well, now tonight, a whole new chapter in that neighborhood's troubles. First Alert 4's John Kipper is back in LaSalle Park hearing news stories from people who say police are not responding effectively.
This was the scene in the LaSalle Park neighborhood in St. Louis on June 12th. Fireworks going off in every direction, and even a dumpster catching fire.
We have called, I don't know how many times, and multiple neighbors have called repeatedly.
LaSalle Park resident Amanda Chasnoff says St. Louis police initially showed up earlier that day, but ended up leaving without stopping the issue. And when they came back after the fire, her husband Zach was who police picked up. In the video, you can hear Zach and the officer arguing, with Zach shouting some vulgarities, clearly frustrated by the lack of response.
I had gone through several iterations of contact with them, and each one more frustrating than the last.
I've been calling you guys for 2 hours.
And the officer telling Zach he came up to them aggressively and that their resources are thin and they're not the ones who decide where they're deployed.
One pulled fists on me, another told me they were going to break into my house, kill my husband and dogs. They would sexually assault me in much more vulgar terms than what I'm using with you. And the police detained my husband for disturbing the peace.
Chasnoff, who is VP of the Neighborhood Association, says juveniles, largely from the LaSalle Park apartments, are causing most of the issues. She also gave First Alert for a video of teens in an alley a few days later, perusing vehicles, and say it shows the lead up to a shooting after a neighbor told them to leave.
He's going to have a major surgery and his life is going to be forever altered.
They say the teens have targeted homes with fireworks, hitting garages and lights, and threatened arson on some people's homes. Now, police have said in the past they could address more situations like this when they're able to hire and retain more police officers. SLMPD says while they're responding to firework calls, shootings take a larger priority.
Those are the highest level priority calls. Fireworks are a lower level priority. And so we have to balance that with other calls that are happening.
Amanda says some of the fireworks are commercial grade.
But we're not talking about bottle rockets and Roman candles. We are talking about large explosives, and we got to the point of arson.
Now, the city already has a juvenile curfew for the downtown area during overnight hours. And for a variety of reasons, Chasnoff wants her neighborhood added to that.
The boundary is Shoto, and that lines up to our neighborhood. So we are getting funneled in when they leave downtown.
Alderwoman Jamie Cox-Antwi says a curfew is possible. The neighborhood spent tens of thousands on cameras and is still trying to work with police and the housing authority next door. They say the fireworks have quieted and hope they don't reignite for the 4th of July. In LaSalle Park, John Kipper, First Alert 4.
And we sent police several questions on these new developments. We'll let you know when they respond. Police have told us they are aware of a vehicle possibly selling illegal fireworks in that neighborhood.